Now personally, I thought the tipster cow had dried all up. I thought all of its udders couldn't give out any milk anymore, we couldn't get any content, we couldn't get any laughs, for at least a full-fledged video. I mean, if you look at his Twitter, this guy's whole internet personality has changed into talking about trans people, trans rights, whatever the fuck, within the span of just like 2 weeks. How the fuck does someone change that much in such a short period of time? Well, we can guess on why exactly he's doing this.
So Keffels usually kind of dresses up like tomboyish, right? Can we just agree that she cleans up real nice? Like when she, maybe puts on a little bit of lipstick and, puts on a nice outfit and stuff like that. She cleans up like a shiny new penny. She's a good looking gal.
But for episode 5 of the Tipster Chronicles, of course, we're never going to top episode 4, where genuinely all the other episodes of the Tipster Chronicles, they've been just kind of like memes at the end of the day. But episode 4, we actually covered on how this guy is actually fucked up and doing crazy shit behind the scenes. Backstabbing people, hypocrisy, just overall slimy behavior from Tipster. But today, even though this isn't the worst thing Tipster has done, I find this specific situation so bizarre in how pointless and pathetic it is. So as you guys know, if you're caught up with the Tipster saga, recently he has befriended online trans creator Keffels, which he definitely has no sexual attraction to.
She cleans up like a shiny new penny. She's a good looking gal.
This is strictly a platonic relationship. As we know, Tipster is a very faithful and loyal man that would never cheat on his wife.
I love my wife, okay? I would never cheat on my wife. I would never cheat on my wife.
But ever since Tipster called the commentary community toxic and is acting like it was a cult that he had to get out of because of all the toxicity, he recently joined an even more toxic community online, the far left, where everyone was telling him that because he's joining now this new community, he's gonna get 10 times more shit and toxicity as opposed to what the commentary community gave him. I mean, Keffels herself has done 10 times worse shit than anyone in the commentary community combined. So because people were telling Tipster that he was gonna regret this decision and that eventually him and Keffels were gonna fall out, they decided to do this fake falling out, which was so obvious and the most pathetic desperate for attention bait I've ever seen in my fucking life, where Keffels uploaded this video titled, "Why I'm No Longer Friends with Tipster." So let's give this dumb shit a watch.
There's been a situation that just came up recently with Tipster, and I thought our friendship was going well. And then someone sent me this sleek DM. Keffels is starting to piss me off. Everyone is talking about how she's pro-deplatforming, and I'm starting to think they might be right. Eventually, you gotta admit, if enough people are saying it, it's gotta be true, right? Maybe I fucked up, so I think I might not associate with her anymore.
And if you're thinking, hey, this could be real, this sounds semi kind of like believable, the Tip could say this, these words could come out of Tippy's mouth. Listen to this shit.
Tomorrow, I'm going to confront her about her toxic behavior, and if she doesn't accept my criticism, well, she better get ready. I'm not putting up with her shit anymore. So fucking tired of getting fucked over, man. Believe me, I've been through enough of this shit with my DMs getting leaked and constantly being told how much I cheat on my wife. All I want to do is get away from all this drama. Like, it seems like no matter what I do, I always end up in the same shit. Damn, dude. Tipster, I literally stuck my neck out for you. I introduced you to all my friends, even though you're kind of like a creepy chaser, man. Like, you slide into my trans friends' DMs and you're way too friendly. Like, there's obviously something going on there.
A cheating on my wife meme, calling Tipster a creepy chaser. Come on, dude. This shit was obvious. And also, to even put it all in perspective, Keffels literally made a new channel for specifically this video, and this was the only one that was up. So to play into the joke or prank he's pulling on everyone, Tipster tweets out, "After everything I did for you, Keffels, I stuck my neck out for you." Which neck are we talking about, Tipster? "And put my reputation on the line to defend you, and this is the thanks I get? Spreading lies about me? There is no loyalty in this shit. Fuck you, Keffels. Literally, fuck you." And then he tweets out a picture of Keffels blocking him. Really, Clara? Wow. And then finally he says, "Going offline for a bit. This shit has me mentally and I kinda just want to be left alone." Wow, Tippy, for being such a mental health advocate, trivializing mental health in such a fashion, where you're using your own mental health as a pawn to try to play a prank on others. Faking mental health like this, it's gonna make it a lot harder for more victims in the future to come forward and be honest and be taken seriously about their mental health. Just pretty interesting coming from a mental health advocate like you, fat ass.
It's one of my biggest criticisms of, like, the commentary community. is like when it comes to mental health, how lightly that shit is taken. Mental health is something that like shouldn't be taken lightly, shouldn't be taken lightly, shouldn't be taken lightly.
But to continue this pathetic desperation for attention, Keffals puts out some tweets, playing into it, saying, I need to stop making the same mistake. I really just wish people wouldn't stab me in the back. Dumb shit like that. But then in a matter of a few hours, Tipster deletes all the tweets. And then he tweets out some dumb shit like, so, anything interesting happened today? And is shown having interactions with Keffals in a positive manner just a few hours before this pathetic joke, proving that all of it was just bait. Wow, dude, you really got everyone with this. This is so fucking pointless. Does this guy not have an outside life aside from the internet? Like, dude, you have a wife, you have a fucking family. Do you not get your validation anywhere else other than fucking random bitches online? And he gets confronted about this on stream where he says this.
Sammy Impresso says, what happened with you and Keffals the other day? It was a joke. All right. The whole thing was a joke. I will say this, not a very well executed joke. I can admit that. But having said that, it was a joke. Me and Keffals are perfectly fine. Oh my God. So, but yeah, it was a joke. Admittedly, it wasn't very well executed, but it was a joke nonetheless.
You know, on the face of it, it may have just been a pathetic, attention-seeking joke, but, you know, this was fueled by something much more. I mean, as I explained in the beginning of the video, a lot of people were saying Tipster was going to regret this decision of moving and being associated with someone like Keffals, who Keffals is a deplorable piece of shit with a horrible past. So this was already the working narrative of everyone telling Tipster that he was going to regret this. So for him faking this falling out between the two, he was really trying to clown on people. Because if people would have genuinely fell for this, then he would have been laughing saying, you guys are all dipshits, you guys are all dumbasses, me and Keffals are good, you guys all fucking suck, you guys all fell for the joke, what dipshits, see, look at how stupid the commentary community is, I'm happy I got out of that community. That would have been the response if you would have executed it, not like a retard. Like if you would have put at least a little bit of effort into this joke and made it believable, that would have been your response. And that was the motivation behind this, to clown in the commentary community, trying to make the community you left look like dumbasses. But no, just like everything in Tipster's life, he's below average and shit at it. Put out this tweet saying, this is the most pathetic desperate for attention shit I've ever seen from Tipster. The most obvious bait ever. Does this guy have a fucking life outside of online? Like, it's not even funny. When I saw this, I barely had any other reaction other than just a sigh of disgust of how sad this guy is. And other tweets by Connor, who's on the Red Fox Comms channel, a good commentary channel, you should subscribe to it. He put out saying, this is the worst and most obvious bait of all time. However, this will be real in probably like 6 months, which is true. There's gonna be a falling out, and when that happens, we're gonna be the ones fucking laughing. And another commentary community member, Matt Pitt, put out, so Tipster trying to bait the commentary community just proves that he's not over it, and he didn't actually leave. He's the type who breaks up with his girl and won't stop talking about her to his rebound. He's obsessed. He won't actually take on the criticisms, he won't actually reply to people. All he does is make passive-aggressive jabs, and then tries to bait the community in an elaborate prank, but everyone knew it was bait. And then finally, when the information came out that this was all fake, I just put out this saying, wow, the obvious, pathetic, desperate for attention bait ended up being fake. Crazy. Tipster deleted all the tweets about Keffals and is now retweeting / replying to her. One of the most bizarre dramas in the whole Tipster saga, just for how pointless and sad this was. Which is just true. Like, this guy is physically incapable of not making himself look like a dumbass, week after week. But yeah, that's it. I assume this is going to be the last episode of the Tipster Chronicles, but who knows with this fucking guy. The milk just keeps on giving out of those man boobs. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.